I want to talk a little bit and quickly about being misjudged by neurotypical people, because I'm sure this happens a lot, but there's an aspect of it that I want to talk about that's happened to me many, many times. So, to begin, what's strange to me is I've met a lot of autistic people, and I'm not like any of them, and none of them are like me. We're all different, just like every single person out there. But autism is an umbrella term which encompasses a lot of traits. You might have some traits in common with one autistic person, not with others. Certain ones in common, certain ones you don't. It's a spectrum. But even with all these differences, I find a lot of us are treated similarly by neurotypicals. I mean, you hear a lot of things like wrong planet, stuff like that. There's a reason for it. And a lot of the socialization and how we socialize, I think, to a large degree, prompts a lot of neurotypicals to talk to us like we're different without realizing they're doing it. At least they realize we're different, but they use the same rules as everyone else to try to read us, which doesn't work very well. I know from my own experiences it doesn't work very well. Not going to say you can't ever read me, but I have been misread so much in my life that it's crazy. It is crazy how much I've been misread. And maybe I'll go into some of those details in a second, but the gist of it is somebody sees me say something, do something, or behave in a certain way, and later on they tell me what I was doing there. The problem, the aspect of it that I want to talk about, is it seems I can't even correct their thought process. I mean, I know about myself. I knew what I was thinking and doing. Apparently they didn't, but I did. But they're so sure of themselves, or at least they doubt what I have to say about myself so much that they disregard it. It's almost like they think they know me better than myself, and so they explain myself to myself so I know about myself. And I've just had this happen so much where I do something, somebody explains to me what I was doing, and if I try to correct it, it's met with like a, well, no, I was actually doing this. Sure. Okay. It's like patronizing and just disregarding. It disregards what I have to say about myself as if I'm less of a person. And I think to some degree that's part of it, is they see me as simpler than I am. It gets on my nerves a lot. A lot. Sometimes I get explained very obvious things that I don't need explained to me. Sometimes I'm told I'm doing things I'm not. Like, I had a friend who used to think I was arrogant because I wasn't talking to people. And he didn't realize that I was going through a hard time and had a lot of trouble talking to people. I couldn't even tell him that. I tried to tell him that, no, I'm not just avoiding people because I think I'm better than them. I can't say I liked them at the time, but people made me uncomfortable. And he just took it as I was above him, and so I just don't want anything to do with anyone below me. I couldn't tell him otherwise. And this is just one example of many, but so many times I just went on this little mini vacation. It was a convention with somebody, and I just got misread the whole time. And after everything is said and done, I tried to kind of talk it out a little bit. I'm misunderstood. He just didn't want to. He literally told me, I don't want to have this conversation with you. And it's just, he definitely doesn't see me as a person. That's it. It's not worth fixating on. But the problem is it seems like it's everywhere. And maybe one day I'll be able to unmask, you'll be able to unmask, society will accept us, and we won't have to deal with this. But it does seem like it's a common issue in the autistic community. So I just wonder, do you get misread, and then if you try to correct the misreading of you, is it received? Because I don't find it's received in my experience more often than not. So that's all.